Savage the Wild, or rather Savage the Wild, is a trade paperback from Valiant Comics. Valiant had a successful relaunch a few years ago with titles like Bloodshot, Exo Man of War, and Ninjak, gaining new popularity with strong series. First discovered these stories back then myself. Anyway, towards the end of this relaunch, they released the precursor to this book, Savage. The first Savage, I'm going to start saying Savage because ultimately, whilst they write it as Savage, it's meant to be Savage. Book told the story of a footballer named Savage who got stranded on a mysterious island with his young family, causing his son, the titular Savage, to have to fend for himself. Tarzan style, but, you know, growing up in the wild. At the end of that story, Savage has found his way back to our world via a portal and the promise of adventures to follow. The theme of the first book was action and adventure. Sadly, this new series, they've added an additional element of goofy cartoonery to the story as well. This second book came as part of another relaunch of the Valiant line, one that, other than the Ninjak book, I didn't take much interest in. The series sees Savage as a media star, a sort of influencer, and he's doing all things that a young influencer would do, going on set-up dates, adverts, social media posts, etc. He hates this and longs for the wild. But his older brother is his manager and explains he needs to do this to earn money and fit in. Savage gets captured after saving a stereotypical London from a monster attack, and the people he's captured by are a group of mad scientists called Project Bazaar. Within their ranks is a girl called May, who Savage gets attracted to. Anyway, Savage escapes, flirts with May, and then goes off to live on an island by himself. In the meantime, Project Bazaar unleash monsters on the world and no one can save them. Exo has a cameo in a panel, and it's at a loss to me why he couldn't just mop the floor with all these creatures, but he doesn't. And anyway, Savage saves the day and finds out May is gay. The end. The story is fine, but it had terrible, grating, cartoonish comedy throughout it that just served to annoy and piss me off. It may be great fun to some, but to me it was such a letdown when compared to the writing in the first trade that came out. The artwork was also very cartoonish and goofy, which did suit the style of writing, but only served to increase my annoyance when reading the book. Reading this was a real slog, if you can't already tell, for me. I can't recommend this book, but would say give the first trade a go if you want a quick action-adventure book with good art throughout it. Have you read this? Do you think it's good, or do you agree with me? Let me know.